Good morning. Welcome back to a new episode of The Come Up. It is currently New Year's Eve 2025, 9:26 a.m. Just woke up about half an hour ago. We got a special episode today because not only am I performing for New Year's Eve, I'm actually hosting my first show with my record label. So it's going to be our debut event. I'll get into it a bit more later, but for now, let's get into the episode. Nothing better than like chugging water first thing in the morning. We got some tea being made. So a little more context of what's going on today. Many of you guys don't know, but I own a record label. It's called Dancing Baby. I've actually been working on this project for I think about 3 years now, and I just recently released my first track on there and have recently gone public on my Fesco page, but I'll get more into kind of the history about that in a little bit. But what we're doing today is we partnered with Thank You for Dancing. It's one of the biggest event companies in Chicago. I'll put their link in the description. You guys can check out all the stuff they do. So this venue that we're at for New Year's Eve has 3 floors and multiple different stages, right? What we're doing is we're doing a stage takeover. So we're formulating the lineup, we're doing all the production for the stage, all the marketing for our stage. So it's a lot of work. A stage takeover is basically we're throwing our own event at someone else's event, if that makes sense. We've been working on this and planning this for multiple weeks now. I also will do a cost breakdown at the end of the video to show you guys if we made money and how expensive this actually is to do. So yeah, stick to the end of the video to watch that. But other than that, I'm going to go through a little bit and show you guys everything that we've prepared. I honestly should have started filming this video multiple days ago because I think you guys should have seen all the preparing that has gone into it. But I'll show you guys what we have here as of now. So here we have stored all the sound equipment. The venue does have sound, but this is just going to be extra sound because I want our shit to bang. So you got 2 subwoofers, another 2 subwoofers, 2 12-inch speakers, and then 2 10-inch speakers. These will be booth monitors. And then we got an old mixer, but it'll do the job, and then a box of cables and all that stuff. We also have extra lights over here. We did hire a lighting company to come in and kind of take over the whole lighting situation, which was actually our biggest expense because I already have all that sound stuff. As a side hustle, I do wedding DJing, so that's how I was able to accumulate, the sound system. But other than that, yesterday I went and picked up 2 8x4 stage panels, and we put that right in that van there. It's my dad's work van, but we're gonna load all the speaker equipment into that van. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so stay open, motherfucker. So here we got the stage panels. We're gonna strap those in, and then we're gonna try to fit the rest of the sound equipment in here. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but we'll make it work. So here's the before, and here we have the after. We're off to the venue. Got everything loaded in. This is the whip. Hell yeah. We're a little late, but we got more than enough time, hopefully. I'll update you guys when we get there. Getting some gas. Only the finest. We've arrived to the venue. Just unloaded everything. How was that?
Oh, that was terrible. That was so heavy.
That was really heavy. But it's done. All the equipment's in there. And we'll start bringing it downstairs and I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright, so we got everything down. Stairs to the room that we're gonna be at. Here's a quick look. cool. All these columns are gonna light up with lights in it. We're gonna have the stage right here. Gonna have a whole wash light wall. We got all the sound equipment here, staging, some more sound equipment up here. I'm absolutely sweating. Those stages are so heavy. Yeah, lighting is on his way right now. He should be here any minute. So I'll update you guys when he shows up. All right, update. Lighting has arrived, Eli has arrived, and Jude has arrived. We got 4 of these poles. Stage is set up. I'm gonna give you guys a quick look over here from the back. Boom. We're gonna have 2 on each side over there. I'll update you guys once we're done with that.
He knows.
Here's a little update. We got pretty much everything set up. Just these pillars are gonna be lit up for Showtime. Lighting set up over here. If we go backstage over here, that's how it looks. Bang. All right, final product, here it is. All right, it's 6 o'clock. Got about 2 hours till showtime. Tired, that was a lot of setting up. We're doing sound check right now. I'm gonna go show you guys how it looks. It's looking pretty good, if you ask me. All right, hopefully it's a little quieter here so you guys can hear me. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about the history of Dancing Baby. So, like I mentioned, this is a project I started 3 years ago, or around there. I don't even know at this point. But basically how it started was, it was me and a couple friends. We came together and we wanted to unite all of our creativity in one and see how we could create something. We knew we wanted to go down the path of music. We knew we wanted to, you know, go down the path of shows. We just thought that was so far out, like it wasn't possible. So in the beginning, we had no idea what we were doing, and it looked like we had no idea what we were doing. But that's fine. You know, we learned across the way, and we rebuilt. So basically how it started was, we were a multi-genre record label. I was in-house recording for artists, I was in-house producing for artists, and all that stuff. And it was fun, and it was working for the most part. We signed like 5 artists, but the problem is that we were constantly having to nag these people to care about their career. You know, and it was just draining us. So regardless, I mean, personally, I just lost a little bit of passion in that as we were doing that further and further, and we were just constantly in a rebuilding stage. So eventually, a couple months ago, we decided to scrap the idea of, you know, being a multi-genre label at the moment. As of a couple months ago, I started releasing my own tracks on the label, and slowly but surely, we're getting more and more house artists submitting their music and getting signed to our label. You know, it's baby steps, but I think this is the biggest step we've taken yet. So I think that this could go somewhere. But yeah, that's a little bit about the history. I'm super excited for tonight. I have my set pretty much planned, but I'm just gonna add a couple more things to it, or look to see if I can add any more. But pretty much just gonna chill till the show. So yeah, I'll show you guys the clips, some clips of the show, and then we'll do a little debrief. And then I'll talk about, you know, how much did this cost us. So stay tuned.
I just wanna dance. Dance and just move your body, dance and just shake your ass.
Little debrief. How do you guys feel that went? W?
Yeah.
W. Yeah, we already packed everything. I didn't record it, but again, we broke another sweat.
W, I guess.
What time is it? 2 a.m.?
Yeah, just about.
It's 2:15. It's time to go home.
2:15, fuck this venue.
Yeah, low-key, fuck the venue. They cut us off at 1:15. That's not cool.
The venue, but W, producers, W.
But yeah, it was a great time nonetheless. More to come. Definitely more to come. We're gonna unpack everything real quick. It's 4 a.m. Job's not done. Let's get it. Fuck it. I'll do debrief tomorrow. What's up, guys? It's 5 days later, and I'm finally filming this part of the video where I'm gonna go through all the expenses. I was super exhausted after the event and the day after the event too, and I drove back home all the way to Nebraska. And most of you are like, why the fuck are you saying Nebraska? I thought you live in Chicago. That is correct as of a couple months ago, because I became too important at work and now I got promoted, but the promotion was out here. So it's about a 7-hour drive from Chicago, but I'm making it work. Coming down as much as I can for the important things. But yeah, trying to get my ass back there as soon as possible. So fucking hopefully you guys listen to my songs enough and go to my shows enough to where I could fucking quit this shit. But in the meantime, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be fucking grinding on music, grinding on content, grinding on pretty much everything. Alright, so here are all of our expenses that we had. CDJs, $400 to rent 2 CDJs and an A9 mixer. I'm gonna skip past how much we spend on the DJs because that's their private information. I don't want to disclose that. Next, we have $1,700 spent on lighting. Sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but I think it was 100% worth it. You know, we had someone coming out to control them the whole night, set them up, pretty much take care of all the lighting, and I think it looks super cool. Definitely worth it, but definitely a lot of money. Next, we had our sign, the logo with the logo on it. That was $170. We bought that a couple months before. Next, we spent $300 on media, videos, pictures, all that kind of stuff. Then we spent $500 on marketing, where we spent majority of that money, or pretty much all that money, was on Instagram and Facebook ads or meta ads. We did sell a lot of tickets through meta ads, but I don't think it was necessarily that profitable. But it sold us a few tickets. Finally, an 8x8 stage was $155 to rent for the day, putting us at a grand total of $3,225. So yeah, $3,000 sounds like a ton of money to spend on an event, and it is. We could have probably saved a lot of money if we started out smaller with a smaller event and, you know, with less cost, obviously. But I think it was worth it, you know. It ended up being a lot of fun. We got a lot of people sign up for our SMS list. We got a lot of engaging followers now. And yeah, overall the night was, I would say it was a success. So this is how much we made from ticket sales. We made a total of $725 with a whopping sale of 13 tickets. So that puts us at 725 divided by 13, a $55 average ticket cost. So obviously, yeah, we were shooting for a lot more ticket sales, but obviously there were a few factors that played here. The venue wasn't in the best location for our demographic and the people we knew. Obviously, a lot of people waited to buy their tickets, so the tickets shot up in price pretty fast. And, you know, people didn't want to spend $70 to $100 on their ticket. Overall, we started promoting the event a little later, so a few people already had New Year's plans, and there's also a lot of competition in the city during New Year's Eve. So another downside to the event was I think our stage was a little bit hard to find. The bathrooms were downstairs, but they were on the complete other side. A lot of people who went downstairs just went to the bathroom and they never really even knew there was a stage there, unless you kept going, and then, you know, it was like a maze to kind of find it. But there was still a good amount of people there nonetheless, and people danced. That's all that mattered. So in total, we lost an exact amount of $2,500. Ouch. But this is the kind of investment we have to make. Do I regret it? No. You know, at the end of the day, it's marketing too. You know, we're getting our name out there. We're showing people what we can do. We're showing people what we're capable of. So that's the price you pay, you know. Other than that, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to get to editing it right now, trying to put it out as soon as possible for y'all. But this has been the latest episode of The Come Up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.